Hello everybody, this is Leslie of Silver Moon Creations and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing project number 1 for our BeeBeeCraft project share. So as you can see, I have a journal that I have started to create with the papers that I received from BeeBeeCraft, and also I had cut out some of the with papers that I had, Halloween papers, with the dies that I had received also from BeeBeeCraft. So these are actually bows. So as you can see, these are parts of the bows. And then these pieces here are these corner pieces. And then these pieces here are what you would use like for spider webs. And then there's little pumpkins like that. I didn't use the cross, needless to say. There's little ghosts. The hands you will see on the inside, I used all of them. There's a skull. There's a ghost. I think another type of ghost. I used all of those already, so you'll see that on the inside. There's a spider. There's bats. There's little candies. There's little witches' hats. There's a black cat face. But I don't know if I did the black cat face. I know I did one. I don't see it right now. But that is everything that I did for the journal. And I'll show you the papers again. And then, like I said, you get 4 sets of these papers. I'm still on the first set. I used one paper for the front, and I used one paper for the back, and I will show you that. Let me clean up this mess. I just wanted to show you what I've done, and then we'll kind of look at the journal and we'll show you what I've used in here so far, and then we're going to put a couple more of these pieces on the inside since I've put the signatures in yesterday. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned everything away. So as you can see, this is the page that I used for the front cover. Then for the back, I used this sheet of paper, which is all of the purple spider webs, and it's underneath the lace, so you can see that. And let me open this up. The other thing I did use that you will see is I did cut this piece off here, off of this title page. So I cut this bottom part off here. This has the writing and stuff on it. I did use this piece, and I will show you. Let me take this band off as of right now. Let me kind of move all this stuff out of the way here. So I'll show you the cover. So I used some of my flowers that I have. These buttons were gifted to me by Mystical Misty. So I doubled up on the buttons. So anything that had the proper colors that I was able to find, I kind of doubled up. So I thought they went well. And then also she had also given me these bats, so I thought they went well. And also too, she had gifted me, if you could see here, there's this little silver spooky. So I put that down on the bottom, and as you could see, I used lace around the edges, and then I used this ribbon that I had here on the edge. And then here, let me lift you up a little. On the spine, I used ribbon. And then this is ribbon that was from the Dollar Tree, and it is like a spider ribbon. And I thought that went well with all of the spider stuff that is going on along with the bat stuff. And since it was purple, I figured it was perfect. And then on the back, I have lace. This was a Tim Holtz card. And as you can see here, I have some purple ribbon. I have that purple paper on the bottom. And then I have some purple bling. Let me bring you back down again a little bit here. I apologize because with these, I always have a glare, so I apologize. So I have some purple bling on the corners, and I used this magenta purple type color lace here on the edging. Then I have this black and silver polka dotted ribbon on the edge here. And then as you could see, I have right here, this is that spider web, but I have it in a black glitter paper. So I have that here, and I have that here. And then that same paper, I have a bat, I have the spider, and I have a hand. And then I have in a black and white paper, I have a little ghosty. And then I have a Tim Holtz piece up here on the top. So that is the back. And then I have a couple of little flower pieces of trim that I have glued underneath the buttons. And then I put a Dollar Tree flower on top of this lace type flower piece to make it stand out a little bit more there. So that is that part. Let me lift you up a little bit again. So we will go on to the inside. So for the inside, so far what I've done is I have a envelope that I made out of a book page, and I took one of the bows. I took this bow, and again I used the glitter paper to make a closure out of it, and I took one of the skulls and I put that on the center because I thought that went really well with the black and the white. And as you can see here, I have the hands with the black glitter paper on each edge. And then what I did was I covered the paper with coffee dyed paper because I wanted it to go with what I used to cover the Ziploc bag cardboard that I used to create the journal. Is I used Amazon packing paper, and that's what this is. And then what I did was I took walnut stain and distressed all around the edges of this so it's a little bit darker. So I distressed as much as I could. And then what I did was I took again some of that fuchsia lace. This was part that I had cut off. And when I glued it down, I used my tweezers And as it was starting to adhere, I tried to gather it to make it look like a lace curtain. So I kept moving it because I didn't want it to lie flat. I wanted it to have a little bit of a fringe type of look. I wanted to look frilly, and I think it came out pretty good. And then up on the top, again, I put that purple Dollar Tree spider with the web ribbon. And I thought that looked really good, and that covers up that rough edge of the lace. And then, see, this shows the book page. So you have a place that you could put stuff in here. And then what I did here was I covered, of course, this part here. And then I had a glitter orange ribbon that I put here. And then I had a real thin black and orange ribbon that I laid across the center. And I thought that looked really pretty. So I did that for the center of that. And so that is that. And then I put in 3 signatures. I haven't done anything, I just put the signatures in. So then we have the back page. And again, I put ribbon on each edge here. This ribbon is purple and a it's an orange, like a rusty orange, and a purple. It's not a real dark purple. I don't know how to explain it. But then down here I used a purple satin ribbon down below. And then what I did was I took a smaller one of these and I folded in these and I glued it down because I wanted them to look like eyes. And then I took, he kind of moved, unfortunately. I may have to glue them back down again. And I used the black, I can't think straight today, sorry guys, gems to make them look like eyeballs. So that's not completely stuck down. And then what I did was I didn't have 2 of the hands with the black glitter paper, but I didn't think it mattered because I just thought it looked cute with the 2 different, but I used the hands as eyelashes. So I'm gonna bring you in just so you could kind of see it a little bit better. But I used them as eyelashes, so I thought that was really cute. And then I used orange bling on the side. And then I have a little ghost here, again, with the black glitter paper. And I have a black glitter paper ghosty here. And then I use a collector of the curiosities from Tim Holtz here. And again, I used a larger gem here in orange. And we'll lift you back up again. So this was this piece of paper from that title page that I cut off. And then I put a piece of ribbon, lace ribbon, on top of the purple one. So now you have a pocket here as well. I mean, it's a tight pocket, but at least you have a pocket. so you could put stuff in it. You know, and then on the inside, what I figured maybe we could do is I would like to put some of these down. So I'm going to show you some of the pages in here. I dyed a whole bunch of these pages. I guess I should kind of put you back out a little bit. There we go. And then what I have is I have some of these as tuck spots here. And that's kind of a flip out. Let me see if I can get you. Again, I am so sorry for this horrible lighting. And then on my next video, I will show you, we will make a dangle and we will add stuff to the edges for putting on the bottom of the center of the signatures for dangles. And we will make a pen that will go along with this. These are digital papers that I had created myself. So that's the first one. So as you can see, you get a lot of paper in here. And I will be selling this once it is completed. I will put it in my Etsy shop up for sale. But as you can see, I haven't done really anything with the inside yet. So I have a lot of different colors in here. I have a lot of pinks and purples and neutral colors and greens. I have one of these vintage pages in each one of the signatures. Then I have this is the Amazon packaging paper. This has got texture to it because it may actually come off. I may try and see. But this is when I was using the Distress texture paste. So it's got texture to it. This is another one of my digitals. Another one of my digitals. Another one of my digitals. Another one. I realized I put them that close together. That's not one. And then the other thing too is I'm going to use more of these papers inside for pockets and side, because as you can see, they're perfect. So what I'm going to do is I will be, based on whatever designs and stuff are on here, I'm going to figure out how I want to use them and see how I think would be the best way to utilize it. let's see. So I think that would go good there. Yeah, I think that goes good there. So I think we're gonna do that. So I figured I'd show you a little bit of what I was doing here. We'll just do the edge here. I'm just using our glitter glue. So I'll have a place to put something there. So that'll dry clear. So let's go to the next section. Put that there. So I hope everybody is doing well. I've been trying to get this done. And then a lot of what I was doing while we were having that earthquake. I was working through the earthquake. It's been quiet, thank goodness. And I am now starting to play, I've started playing Disney's Dreamlight Valley. Disney's Dreamlight Valley, yeah. And so if anybody is interested, I am hopefully going to be streaming that at some point in time. So if anybody is interested, I will not have it on this channel, needless to say, but I will probably start a new channel just for gaming purposes. So when I get to that point, I will let you know, but it will be like cozy games, and I will do like live streams and stuff like that. Because once upon a time I played The Sims. I pretty much have all of those games. I don't have the newer ones, but I have all of the older ones. And let me just pick a random page here. I'll pick this one. And I used to play World of Warcraft. I used to play a lot of different games, but I'm not the type of person. I don't do well with like those games that you have to play, like those multiplayer games where like Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's just, I don't do well, because you have these young kids that play these games, and it's like you walk into like these combat mission games and 1, 2, 3, I'm dead. It's like, what's the fun of that? I used to play Mech Warrior, and I mean, I tried. I was just like no good. And they're like, you have to practice it. I'm like, doesn't matter. I do practice. I'm no good at it. It's just not for me. I can't do it. It's just not something I can do. So I'm better off at these types of games. So that's kind of what I enjoy doing. And Stardew Valley is one that I got. I haven't played it yet. And Fae Farm is another one that I got, but I haven't played it yet. I just went into the game, but I haven't really done anything with it yet. I've just been playing this one. So then we could put a little something in here. They're a little fragile, but... And then I figured we could do stuff with these. We could use these as closures. So I'll figure out something to do with those. I thought I was going to use that here, but then I saw this one and I said this would be a lot better for this one. So I just wanted to show you that. And then as of right now, this is what I'm using for my closure. It's a headband from... I think they come, well, they used to come in a pack of 3, if I'm not mistaken, from Dollar Tree. I don't know if that's changed, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this. If I do keep this, of course, I would then embellish it. But as of right now, this is what I'm using to keep it closed. But so I just wanted to show you, this is project number 1 for my BeeBeeCraft. So this is my project number 1 video for my BeeBeeCraft collaboration. So stay tuned. So next week I will be doing project number 2, which would be working with the beads. So I will be making a tassel. We will be doing something with the center embellishments for the journal. And also, since I got pens, I will be creating a pen for this journal that I will be selling in my Etsy shop at some point once it's finished. And I will show you how far along I've come on this journal next week. So look for that sometime late next week. And that would be number 2 for my project for BeeBeeCraft. So thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all on my next video. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you all on my next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.